turn to my take tonight. The Indian state, my friends, has blood on its hands today. There is no other way to describe the death of Father Stan Swami, who was arrested last October under UAP and repeatedly denied medical bail even while his health deteriorated. He was finally taken to hospital a few weeks ago, where he passed away today. Remember, 84-year-old Father Stan was even denied a straw sipper by the jail authorities for several weeks. Was this frail old man a terrorist who was a threat to the state of flight risk? If so, the NIA should have brought out far more conclusive evidence in the public domain rather than just dubbing him a Maoist. For most of his life, Father Stan worked amongst tribals and the poorest of the poor. The Jharkhand Chief Minister today, amongst others, has hailed his work for tribal rights. Sadly, in today's majoritarian India mindset, a Jesuit priest working amongst tribals fits in with a stereotype of an enemy figure. Having a contrarian ideology, my friends, does not make a person a terrorist who has to be arrested under a non-bailable UAPA. Like Father Stan, there are many others arrested under UAPA whose prima facie crime seems to be that their ideology doesn't fit in with that of the center. Father Stan now is a symbol of how the UAPA can be misused as a vengeful weapon. His death should call for a review of laws that deny citizens their right to personal liberty without a fair trial for years. Today we must mourn not just the passing away of Father Stan, but of our commitment to justice and human rights. Our silence in the face of state impunity makes us all complicit in a way. Today, Father Stan, who will it be tomorrow? Think about it. When we return, we'll turn to some good news.